why senior adults keep waking up at 3 a.m., and what it really means for your health and sleep. You wake up, glance at the clock, 3 a.m. Again, no alarm, no noise, just your body deciding it's time to be awake. You roll over, frustrated, knowing you need more sleep. But no matter how hard you try, you're stuck in this cycle. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of older adults experience this, waking up at nearly the same time every night. At first, it might seem random. Maybe you think it's just part of aging, or maybe you've convinced yourself it's normal. But what if it's not? What if your body is trying to tell you something? There's a reason this keeps happening, and it's not just about getting older. In fact, waking up at 3 a.m. could be a sign of something much deeper, something affecting your overall health, energy, and even longevity. It could be your body's way of signaling changes in hormones, stress levels, blood sugar, or even underlying health conditions. And the best part? Once you understand why it happens, you can actually do something about it. Tonight, when your eyes snap open in the early hours, you'll know exactly what's going on inside your body. More importantly, you'll know how to take back control of your sleep. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have real, science-backed strategies to finally stay asleep and wake up feeling rested. And before we dive in, let me know in the comments, do you wake up at the same time every night? How do you usually get back to sleep? I'd love to hear what's been working or not working for you. Natural changes in sleep patterns. As we age, sleep doesn't quite feel the same. You might notice that you wake up more often, fall asleep later, or feel like your sleep is lighter than it used to be. This isn't just in your head, it's a real biological shift. The body naturally produces less melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. When melatonin levels drop, it becomes harder to stay asleep through the night, leading to more frequent wake-ups. Think back to when you were younger. Falling asleep was effortless, and staying asleep was even easier. You could sleep through thunderstorms, noisy traffic, or even someone moving around in the same room. But as the years pass, your sleep becomes lighter, and the smallest disturbance can wake you up. This is because the proportion of deep sleep, the most restorative stage, declines with age. Your body spends more time in lighter sleep stages, making you more sensitive to sounds, temperature changes, and even internal signals like thirst or discomfort. This change in sleep patterns isn't just about getting older. It's tied to how the body adapts to aging. The brain's internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, also shifts. Many older adults find themselves getting sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up earlier in the morning. If you've ever wondered why grandparents often wake up before sunrise, it's not just habit, it's biology. Another factor is the change in hormone production. Cortisol, the body's stress hormone, naturally rises in the early morning hours. When melatonin is low and cortisol is high, you're more likely to wake up around 3 a.m. It's almost as if your body is preparing you for the day, even when you still need more rest. But just because these changes are natural doesn't mean you have to accept restless nights. Small adjustments can make a big difference. Keeping a consistent sleep schedule, avoiding bright screens before bed, and ensuring your bedroom is cool and dark can all help signal to your body that it's time for deep, uninterrupted sleep. Even simple habits like getting morning sunlight and limiting caffeine in the afternoon can help reset your internal clock, making it easier to stay asleep through the night. If you've noticed these changes in your sleep, you're not alone. Have you found any tricks that help you sleep better? Let me know in the comments. Your insight might help someone else struggling with the same issue. Blood sugar imbalances. Waking up at 3 a.m. might not just be a random sleep disturbance. It could be your body's way of signaling a blood sugar imbalance. When you sleep, your body still requires a steady supply of energy to keep essential functions running. But if your blood sugar drops too low during the night, Your body responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to bring it back up. The problem? These hormones don't just regulate blood sugar. They also increase alertness, often causing you to wake up suddenly. This is especially common if you eat dinner early in the evening and go to bed several hours later without any additional food. By the middle of the night, your body may have burned through all the glucose from your last meal, leaving you with low blood sugar levels. This triggers the release of cortisol, which can jolt you awake, sometimes with feelings of restlessness, hunger, or even mild anxiety. If you've ever found yourself wide awake at 3 a.m. and struggling to fall back asleep, this could be why. Another factor to consider is what you eat before bed. Meals high in refined carbohydrates and sugar can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash a few hours later. This roller coaster effect can make it harder for your body to maintain stable glucose levels overnight, increasing the chances of a mid-sleep wake-up. Instead of sugary snacks or simple carbs, choosing a small, balanced bedtime snack can help keep your blood sugar stable through the night. Foods that combine protein, healthy fats, and fiber, like a handful of nuts, a spoonful of almond butter, or Greek yogurt, can provide a slow, steady release of energy and prevent the stress response that wakes you up. Drinking alcohol in the evening can also contribute to nighttime blood sugar imbalances. While alcohol may initially make you feel sleepy, it can disrupt glucose regulation later in the night. As your body processes alcohol, blood sugar levels can drop, leading to a wake-up response. This is why some people wake up feeling restless or dehydrated after a night of drinking, even if they fell asleep easily. Reducing alcohol intake or pairing it with protein-rich foods can help minimize these effects. If you find yourself waking up at the same time every night, keeping a food journal may help identify patterns. Tracking what you eat before bed and how your sleep responds can reveal whether your diet plays a role in these disturbances. Making small adjustments, like shifting meal timing or adding a balanced snack, can make a significant difference. Have you ever experimented with eating something before bed to improve your sleep? Let me know in the comments. What works best for you? Your experience might help others struggling with the same issue. Stress and anxiety, cortisol spikes, waking up at 3 a.m. might not be just a random habit. It could be your body reacting to stress and anxiety. Even when you're asleep, your brain is still processing emotions, worries, and unresolved tension from the day. If your stress levels are high, your body may be releasing too much cortisol, the hormone responsible for managing stress. Normally, cortisol follows a natural rhythm, rising in the morning to wake you up and lowering at night to help you sleep. But when stress is high, this balance gets disrupted, causing cortisol to spike at the wrong times, like in the middle of the night. Have you ever woken up suddenly at 3 a.m., your mind racing with thoughts about work, relationships, or something that happened earlier in the day? That's a sign that your nervous system is on high alert. When cortisol rises too early, it can trigger a fight or flight response, making it almost impossible to fall back asleep. Your heart might beat faster, your breathing may feel shallow, and your mind might latch onto anxious thoughts, keeping you awake even when your body desperately needs rest. This cycle becomes even more problematic when it happens frequently. Poor sleep increases cortisol levels, and higher cortisol levels make it harder to sleep, creating a loop that's tough to break. The more often you wake up at 3 a.m., the more your body starts to expect it, reinforcing the pattern over time. But the good news is, there are ways to calm your nervous system and reset your sleep cycle. One of the simplest solutions is to create a relaxing nighttime routine. Activities like deep breathing, meditation, or even light stretching can signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Avoiding screens an hour before bed is another powerful trick, as blue light from phones and TVs can suppress melatonin, making it harder to fall into deep sleep. Instead of scrolling through your phone before bed, Try reading a book or listening to calming music. Your thoughts also play a huge role in nighttime wake-ups. If you often find yourself lying awake, replaying stressful moments or worrying about the next day, keeping a journal by your bed can help. Writing down your thoughts before sleep allows your brain to offload worries onto paper, reducing the need for your mind to process them in the middle of the night. Even a simple gratitude list can shift your focus away from stress and toward positive emotions, promoting deeper sleep. If you've noticed that stress or anxiety affects your sleep, what's worked best for you? Have you tried meditation, breathing exercises, or a different strategy? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you manage nighttime stress and get back to sleep. Your insights might help someone else who's struggling with the same problem. Bathroom breaks and hydration issues. Waking up at 3 a.m. and heading straight to the bathroom might feel like a normal part of aging, but frequent nighttime trips can seriously disrupt sleep. As the body gets older, the bladder's ability to hold urine weakens, making it more sensitive to even small amounts of liquid. This means that even if you don't drink much before bed, you may still wake up feeling the need to go. Another factor is how hydration is managed throughout the day. Some people don't drink enough water in the morning or afternoon, and then try to make up for it in the evening. This can lead to excess fluid in the system right before bedtime, increasing the chances of waking up. Caffeine and alcohol also play a role. Both can irritate the bladder and act as diuretics, making nighttime trips to the bathroom more frequent. A simple way to reduce these wake-ups is to balance hydration earlier in the day. Drinking most of your water in the morning and afternoon, while tapering off in the evening, can help. Avoiding caffeine and alcohol a few hours before bed can also make a noticeable difference. If frequent urination is disrupting sleep, keeping the bedroom cool and dark can help you fall back asleep faster after waking up. Have you found any tricks that help minimize nighttime bathroom trips? Do you avoid drinking water late at night? Or have you adjusted what you drink in the evening? Let me know in the comments. Your experience might help someone else struggling with the same issue. Underlying health conditions, silent signals. Waking up at 3 a.m. every night might not just be a sleep issue. It could be your body sending a silent signal about an underlying health condition. Sometimes, these wake-ups are linked to issues like sleep apnea, acid reflux, or even fluctuating blood pressure. If you find yourself waking up gasping for air, snoring loudly, or feeling exhausted during the day, sleep apnea might be the cause. When breathing repeatedly stops during sleep, the body jolts awake to restore airflow, often without you even realizing it. Acid reflux can also trigger nighttime wake-ups. Lying down after eating can cause stomach acid to flow back into the esophagus, leading to discomfort that interrupts sleep. If you notice a burning sensation in your chest or a sour taste in your mouth around 3 a.m., reflux could be the culprit. Eating earlier in the evening and elevating your head while sleeping can help prevent these episodes. Another possibility is fluctuating blood pressure. The body naturally lowers blood pressure at night, but if it drops too much, it can cause dizziness or a sudden wake-up response. On the other hand, high blood pressure can lead to restless sleep and early morning awakenings. Keeping track of symptoms and checking with a doctor can help determine if there's an underlying issue that needs attention. If your 3 a.m. wake-ups feel unusual or come with other symptoms, it's worth paying closer attention. Have you noticed any patterns or health changes connected to your sleep? Let me know in the comments. Your experience might help someone else struggling with the same mystery wake-ups. Waking up at 3 a.m. isn't just an annoying habit. It's your body's way of communicating. Whether it's shifting sleep patterns, blood sugar imbalances, stress, hydration, or something more serious, there are always solutions. Tonight, try one small change. Adjust your bedtime routine, tweak your late-night snack, or cut back on evening drinks. See if it makes a difference. And if you know someone who struggles with sleep, Share this video with them. It might be exactly what they need to hear. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next one.